Have you ever noticed that some people don't argue when they're disrespected? They don't beg to be understood. They don't chase after people who walk away. And they don't waste hours explaining every decision they make. Instead, they quietly leave without saying a word. To most people, this behavior seems strange. Some call it cold. Others think it's pride, ego, or a lack of emotion. But what if they're completely wrong? What if walking away without explaining isn't a sign of weakness, but one of the strongest forms of emotional discipline? This is one of the most misunderstood traits of the Sigma mindset. Sigma men don't walk away because they hate people. They walk away because they've learned a lesson that many people spend years trying to understand. Asterisk, not everyone deserves an explanation. They know that some people don't ask questions because they want to understand. They ask because they want to argue, judge, or manipulate. Instead of wasting their time trying to change someone's mind, Sigma men choose something far more valuable: their peace. Think about your own life. How many times have you explained yourself over and over, only to realize the other person never intended to understand you? How much energy have you lost trying to defend your choices to people who had already decided to criticize you? Sometimes the more you explain, the less people listen. In today's video, we're going to explore why Sigma men walk away without explaining and the powerful psychological reasons behind this quiet habit. You may discover that what looks like silence on the outside is actually confidence, self-respect, and emotional intelligence on the inside. Stay with us until the end, because the final reason is the one that most people never realize, and it may completely change the way you deal with toxic people, unnecessary arguments, and your own peace of mind. And if you enjoy videos about psychology, the Sigma mindset, and self-improvement, make sure to asterisk subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Every week, we share powerful insights to help you build confidence, master your emotions, and become the strongest version of yourself. Now, let's uncover why Sigma men choose to walk away without saying a single word. They know not everyone wants the truth. One of the first reasons Sigma men walk away without explaining is because they understand that not everyone is looking for the truth. Some people don't ask questions to understand. They ask questions to argue, criticize, or manipulate. Sigma men recognize the difference. Instead of wasting time trying to change someone's mind, they protect their energy. They know that explaining yourself to someone who has already decided to misunderstand you is a battle you cannot win. Rather than seeking approval, they accept that some people will never understand them, and they're completely at peace with that. They protect their peace instead of their ego. Most people argue because their ego wants to be right. Sigma men think differently. They understand that winning an argument often comes at the cost of their peace of mind. Instead of proving a point, they choose to protect their emotional balance. They know that not every disagreement deserves a response, and not every criticism deserves a defense. Walking away doesn't mean they lost. It means they valued their inner peace more than their pride. That's why they remain calm while others continue fighting battles that never needed to happen in the first place. They refuse to chase people. Sigma men understand that relationships should be built on mutual respect, not desperation. If someone chooses to leave, constantly disrespects them, or no longer values their presence, they don't waste their time chasing after them. They believe that people who truly appreciate you won't force you to beg for attention or respect. Instead of trying to convince someone to stay, they quietly move forward with their lives. They know that self-respect is far more valuable than forcing a connection that no longer exists. Sometimes walking away is the strongest way to protect your dignity. They let actions replace explanations. Sigma men believe that actions reveal far more than words ever can. Instead of spending hours explaining their intentions or defending every decision, they allow their behavior to speak for itself. They know that people who genuinely want to understand will pay attention to their actions, while those who are determined to judge them won't be convinced by explanations anyway. Rather than arguing or seeking validation, they remain consistent, honest, and disciplined. Over time, their character becomes the only explanation they need, proving that real confidence is demonstrated through actions, not endless words. They recognize when silence is more powerful than words. Sigma men understand that silence is often more powerful than the perfect argument. They know that some conversations aren't meant to bring understanding. They're only meant to create conflict. Instead of reacting emotionally or trying to have the last word, they choose silence. This isn't because they have nothing to say. It's because they know that wisdom means recognizing when words will make a situation better and when they'll only make it worse. By staying silent, they protect their peace, avoid unnecessary drama, and refuse to give others the emotional reaction they're looking for. Sometimes saying nothing is the strongest statement a person can make. They accept that not everyone will understand them. One of the hardest lessons in life is accepting that you can't make everyone understand you. Sigma men learn this lesson early. They know that every person sees the world through different experiences, beliefs, and expectations. No matter how honest or clear you are, some people will still misunderstand your intentions. Instead of exhausting themselves trying to change every opinion, they accept this reality and continue living according to their values. Their confidence doesn't depend on being understood by everyone. It comes from knowing who they are. Once you stop needing everyone to understand your journey, you gain a level of freedom that very few people ever experience. Walking away without explaining isn't about being rude, cold, or emotionally distant. It's about knowing that your peace of mind is more valuable than winning every argument or gaining everyone's approval. Sigma men understand that some people will never understand them, and that's perfectly okay. They don't waste their time trying to change every opinion because they know their energy is better spent building a better life. True strength isn't found in having the perfect comeback. It's found in knowing when silence is the wiser choice. Sometimes, the most confident person in the room is the one who doesn't feel the need to defend every decision, answer every accusation, or prove their worth to people who have already made up their minds. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever walked away from someone without explaining yourself? If so, was it one of the best decisions you ever made, or do you wish you had said more? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read your experiences, and your story might help someone else who is struggling with the same situation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to asterisk subscribes and turn on the notification bell. Every week, we explore psychology, the Sigma mindset, emotional intelligence, and powerful habits that help you build confidence, protect your peace, and become mentally stronger. Thank you for watching. Remember, not every person deserves an explanation, not every battle deserves your attention, and not every goodbye needs words. See you in the next video.